had a sunny game here.
Okay.
It's always either been like fully cloudy or it's been raining. Not the best.
The sun's nice while it is out. It gets freezing as soon as
Yeah.
it is.
Sorry, can we do the sound check one more time? Then I'll get in.
Let's do it one more time. Hello and welcome, Annabelle Banfield here at Christie Park as the Northwest Sydney Spirit host the Western Sydney Wanderers. This the first match of round 23. They happy with that? Yeah, cool. Hello and welcome to the first match of round 23 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition. I'm Annabelle Banfield, live here from Christie Park as the Northwest Sydney Spirit host the Western Sydney Wanderers. It's a big game for both clubs. The Wanderers could secure their first ever finals position with a win here this evening. Meanwhile, the Northwest Sydney Spirit, after a slow start to the year, would be securing safety with a win here this afternoon. Would have enough points to ensure their place in the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition for 2027. So there's a lot on the line for both of these teams. Getting started with the lineups for Spirit. A couple of changes, or just the one change, apologies, in the starting lineup. Shani Cooney-Cross returns to the starting lineup, replacing Talia Voskanian. Also starting 5, Olivia Page, 6, Ruby Sullivan, 8, India Breyer, 9, Sky Halmerick, 10, the captain, Ella Abdul-Masi, 12, Tiana Robertson, 17, Harper Pell, 20, Tiana Fuller, 30, Naomi Chinema, and 39, Lara Gooch. And the substitutes for Spirit: 3, Erin Pridmore, 15, Talia Voskanian, 19, Frankie Morrow, 26, Alexia Fauna, 31, Alice Opadisano, and 38, Lucy Hayes. It's Wanderers who make a few changes coming into this game. Their lineup is as follows, with number 2, Annabella Keep, 3, Savannah Murray, 5, Amelia Bennett, 8, Mia Natali, 17, Alyssa Ngsard, 20, Annabelle Kroll, 23, Miriam Zumaya, 24, Nikita Fazari, 26, Anita Zordan, 27, Charlotte Bradshaw, and 29, Ruby Betro. And on the bench, 12, Madison Gabila, 16, Zoe Panagopoulos, 25, Mary Dalbroy, 28, Frida Caraberis, 30, Charlotte Church, 31, Annika Driscoll, and 38, Tessa Young. Kickoff about to get underway here at Christie Park. It'll be the Wanderers running from right to left across your screen. Both teams in their home strips this afternoon. This match to be refereed by Lara Hogan, with Luke Calder and Georgie Kalia as her assistants. Sun's just gone behind the clouds here at Christie Park, and you can really feel the temperature drop off this game. A lot on the line for both clubs. A few Wanderers facing their former side. A couple of these Spirit players have lined up in Western Sydney colours, so plenty to prove. And certainly for the Wanderers, it won't be as easy as last week, coming off a 9-0 thumping of the likely relegation-bound Western City Rangers. So a big win in that derby game. Gooch is looking for Pell, broken up by Zumaya. She's one of those returning to the Wanderers starting lineup. Gooch, and cleared emphatically by Murray, a former Spirit player. Chinema striving forward. As for the Wanderers, they've got a few changes after last week. Annabelle Kroll about to send this ball forward, replaces Amy Hall in goals after first choice keeper picked up an injury and is now on crutches. Mia Natali and Miriam Zumaya also return to the starting lineup, replacing Talia, Eunice and Alvina Koshaba. Eunice, of course, named in the A-League All-Stars team, set to take on Chelsea this week, so big honour for the teenager. Gooch, cutting inside, feeds it for Helmerick, cutting back on her left, and Helmerick forces a big save out of Annabelle Kroll. Scored early last week. Fuller and Helmerick got the 2 goals for Spirit in a 2-1 win over Sydney University. Both of those goals coming inside the opening 20 minutes. Superstar Sky Helmerick, hers came just 7 minutes in last week. Sullivan, wide for Pell. Down the line from Sullivan, but a bit of a miss kick with the pressure of Nsard. 5 goals for Nsard in 1 game last week. Zumaya. Natali loses the ball for the Wanderers. Both teams setting up in a 3-5-2 shape. But the Wanderers happy to defend with a back 4. Bennett dropping in as a fullback. Will look to get forward more in attack as Helmerick unleashes another strike. She's now had 2 shots on target in these opening minutes. Bennett. Nsard dropping in. Fazari. It's dealt with by Chinema. Wanderers will come again through the throw-in. Fazari. Millie Bennett inside for Alyssa Nsard. Betro. Nazwadan after transferring mid-season from Manly. Making an impact for the Wanderers. Robertson clears the ball, fresh off a Team of the Week performance. And the foul's given up by Murray. Did look to be both players engaging in contact, but Murray is the one penalised. Fazari with the flick over Olivia Page. And Fazari still going. Cross comes in. It's cut off by Cooney Cross. Makes her return to the starting lineup. Has been with Spirit all season. The only player on the field to have truly been there. Pell signed from day one, but was absent for a couple of weeks there with the National Under-17 team. Ball makes its way through the gap. Sullivan should get there ahead of Natali and is able to shelter the ball out for the goal kick. The head of Betro. Chinema jumps up above Nsard. Now Natali. Mia Natali with a shot. Comfortably saved by Robertson, diving to her left. This time, Murray makes no mistake with the header. Betro able to escape the pressure, find the pass to Keep. Slow pass invites Abdul Masi into the challenge. Made her A-League debut as a Western Sydney Wanderer, but has just re-signed with Perth Glory for the upcoming season. Keep. The outside of the foot flick pass through the gap inside, able to reel it in and win a corner for her side. Turn of pace from the young striker. Azuldan heads out to the corner flag for Zari, coming in for the short option, which is seen by Harper Pell. Calls in the support of Lara Gooch as well. So every Spirit player back in a defensive area. Helmrich is the striker who heads away. Murray goes up. Page not taking any chances inside her own box. Ball comes back to Bradshaw. Betro with a good switch of play. Annabella Keep. Inside to Jordan. Keep. Zumaya. Pass off the mark. Shani Cooney Cross picks up the ball, but Zumaya makes amends with that tackle. And it's Zumaya taking on Ella Abdul Masi, both SD Raiders juniors going at it, as the SD Raiders are on the brink of securing promotion up to the NPL for next season. With a win in both the under-23s and first grade tomorrow in their League One matchup, the SD Raiders will officially be NPL eligible in 2027 and make up another team who is represented in the top flight of New South Wales football with both their men's and women's programs. Just as both of these sides this afternoon are. Helmrich takes particular objection to the throw-in. Warren's running the line. Georgie Kalia does not have such an emphatic reaction. Keep is tackled by Abdul Masi, and they've got the overlap now. Spirit, 3 versus 2, gets to Gooch, squares the ball to Helmrich, and takes too long. The tackle's made by Zordan, who's still on the ground. Betro comes away with the ball. Zumaya. Spirit with a few really good looking opportunities, all coming for Sky Helmrich, last year's Golden Boot, who then earned herself a contract with Sydney FC, yet to capitalise. It's Page now, the defender. Back to Helmrich. Savannah Murray gets in the way of that shot. Breyer. Fuller. In the goals last week, Tiana Fuller, that time unsuccessful with her pass. Natali. Betro now makes the pass out wide to Zumaya. Slowing things down. Gets it inside to Ungsad. Who then earned herself a contract with Sydney FC, yet to capitalise. It's Page now, the defender. Back to Helmrich. Fuller. In the goals last week, Tiana Fuller, that time unsuccessful with her pass. Natali. Betro now makes the pass out wide to Zumaya. Slowing things down. Gets it inside to Ungsad. Zumaya. Skill. Will not fool Ruby Sullivan. Keep. Zumaya. Spirit players are struggling with some of these refereeing decisions. Hamrick and Abdul Masi making their opinions known. Bradshaw. Bennett. To Ngsad. Chinema has to give up the corner with Ngsad bearing down on the centre back. Second corner of the game, both for the Wanderers. This time from the far side. It'll be Mia Natali heading out to take it, with once again Nikita Fazari in support. Natali's delivery, headed away by Chinema. Falls on the edge of the box. Fazordan hits the volley, but would be difficult to control and couldn't keep that one on target. Jumping volley would have been something very spectacular. Zordan has produced a few special goals in her time in the NPL. Her highlight reel certainly has some spectacular goals in it. As the Wanderers head all the way back. Back to keep. Switching play with ease there with the Wanderers, but it's been given up on the far side. Back to Robertson, smashes the ball straight into Ngsad from close range. The striker goes down. Really wore that one. Alyssa Ngsad still lies on the ground. That ball did not go where Robertson wanted it. She was looking to go as long as possible, and instead it's Alyssa Ngsad who feels the force of the ball. Massive player for the Wanderers side, so it'd be a big loss if she could not continue, but the medical attention is coming to just check on Ngsad here. Coming off a monster performance last week. 5 goals. But really went down very quickly when that ball made contact. "15 minutes into this match. Still 0-0 between Northwest Sydney Spirit and the Western Sydney Wanderers. Match taking a short break after Alyssa Ngsad copped a ball to the face from very close range. And they're now doing all the relevant concussion tests and making sure she is okay, but is up and walking on her own. And the thumbs up is being given. Alyssa Ngsad will be right to continue this game. Of Of course, good news for the Wanderers. But really, Spirit are very lucky that that ricochet didn't end up in the back of the net. Robertson will need to be more careful. He's looking for a clearance. Picked out the one player who was pressing and went out for a goal kick. Quite close to the goal. As Nsard makes her way back onto the pitch. And a ball is needed. Bounces over the fence here at Christie. Zamaya to Nsard. Off the head of Abdul Masi. Sullivan. And Zamaya and Nsard work together. Ruby Sullivan has no way out. Pell. Long throw in. Bounces up and over Helmerick. Keep lost sight of the ball. Hit her in the back. Now Helmerick streaming forward. Looking to pick out the gap. Takes a touch off Bennett before Bradshaw is able to truly deal with the ball. Page. Off the back of Zordan, and it'll be another Spirit throw. So for most of this season, the Wanderers have set up in a 3-5-2, but they look to be playing a more traditional 4-3-3 shape for this game. As Helmerick streams through. Shot goes wide. She thought there was a deflection, but in the end, the goal kick is awarded. Bradshaw is looking from the side. Instead it's Spirit. Now with Cootie Cross. Shows good ball security. Gets the ball away to Pell. Now for Sullivan. Abdul Masi can turn and face forwards. Taking on Betro. Unable to make it through. Zamaya. Petro and Zamaya combining well. Inside to Natali. The switch to Fazari. Murray takes control of the bouncing ball. Now for Bennett. Chest of Fazari. But it's Page. End-to-end affair in these opening minutes. Spirit, who've had the better of the chances. This match remains 0-0. Plenty of young, talented players out there on this field. So many A-League stars or future A-League stars out there. Plenty of names to keep an eye on for where they end up in their football careers. As both sides bank on youth. Bradshaw's switch of play. Pell is able to run through and make the interception. Now for Breyer. Sullivan. Abdulmasi to Pell. The cross comes in and it's too deep into the arms of Annabelle Kroll. Kroll going long. It's over the head of Unsad. Bennett. Corner awarded. Last touch off Chinema. So the Wanderers well and truly leading the corner count. This will be their third. Spirit with 0 in the match so far. It's Spirit who've been able to head the ball away on the first two. As Natali delivers, this time Murray meets the ball very well and steers it into the back of the net with ease. Savannah Murray, the captain, gets the goal scoring going against her former side. It's the Western Sydney Wanderers up 1-0. Confident, commanding presence in the air. And Murray, with an unchallenged header, will make no mistake. The Wanderers with 1 foot well and truly in a finals position. There's still 4 rounds to go, but a win here would make it mathematically impossible for them to be chased down in just their second season with an academy in the NPL competition, but on track to be playing finals football. Bennett for Natali. Why now to Fazari. Such a talented player who's represented youth national teams in football as well as the senior national team, the Futsal Matildas, on the indoor court. Sullivan into the chest of Halmerick. So Maya is beaten to the ball by Pell. Betro cut off the initial pass. Touch was a bit heavy. Gooch able to scoop it up. Wide now for the captain, Ella Abdulmasi. Delivers across. There's no player in that landing zone. Bennett playing with fire. Right on the edge of the box. Fuller makes the tackle, but in the end, Wanderers get away with the goal kick. Sun just starting to poke its way out again here at Christie Park. Lovely winter's afternoon for some football. And so far this match is delivering. Very high quality game between these two sides. As I said, so many talented individuals out there. Makes for an enthralling contest between these two teams. Betro. Zamaya. Now for Natali. The 1-2. It's collected by Miriam Zamaya, but the touch is too heavy. Interesting match so far. The Northwest Sydney Spirit often looking to hit their strike plays as quick as possible with Helmrich and Gooch up top. Meanwhile, Harper Pell has gone to ground. Has some sort of issue. I believe she said the strapping is too tight. But has some sort of issue that referee Lara Hogan has told her to deal with on the sideline. The physio being sent around the field to meet Pell. Both teams were using the opportunity to get some hydration, get some instruction from the sideline, but Hogan telling him to get back out there. Game resuming with the Spirit throw in to be taken by Tiana Fuller. Exciting news for her this week. Having played with the Central Coast Mariners for a couple of years now, as have a few of those Spirit players. With the news that the Holman Barnes group, alongside Arpia Leichhardt, has made the purchase of the Central Coast Mariners women's team. Good news for New South Wales football that we have that A-League pathway staying in our state. Cooney Cross on the ball. The Central Coast Mariners academy player before joining the Spirit. Abdulmasi. Cutting inside, finding Gooch, whose shot goes up and over the bar. And Pell back into the game. So 11 versus 11 once again. Fulton Sard. Wide to Zordan. The pass back in is cut off by Helmrich. Sullivan streaming forward, the centre back. Finds Gooch. Back to Sullivan. On the edge of the area, it's Abdulmasi who shoots wide. So Spirit building some momentum, building some chances. Last couple of shots were off target. They've already forced some difficult saves out of Annabelle Kroll in this match. They are looking for the goal now. As I said last week against Sydney University, scored 2 goals in that match, but they both came in the opening 20 minutes, 7 minutes in and then 18 minutes in. That mark has passed in this match. Spirit still looking for a goal to get level. Betro. Really calm and composed, controlling the middle of the field. It's been excellent for the Wanderers all season. Ruby Betro. Fazari gives it up. Cooney cross. Breyer gave Abdul Massi a difficult pass to deal with. For Natali. They look calm, they look composed at the back. Bradshaw, Keep and Murray have been a solid back three all season for the Wanderers. Happy to get involved in the attack too, which you don't always see from teams that only play with three at the back. Able to push the overload up the field. Spinning is Zordan. Surrounded by two, looking for support. Bennett. Back to Bradshaw, and they'll pull the ball back out the Wanderers. Look for a new path forward. Keep. Zumaya. Some clever footwork, the cross. It's more of a shot in the end, comes in, and it's easy pickings for Robertson. Team of the week performance last week for her. Fantastic game the week before against Hills United. Gooch. Abdul Massi has Sullivan on the outside. Opts to play Gooch instead. Now it's Ruby Sullivan. Cross comes in, headed away by Murray. Breyer. Breyer. Out to Gooch. Lyra Gooch taking on Annabella Keep. The shot off the left foot. Dribbles him. Didn't really have full balance on that shot. Wasn't able to generate the power it needed or the direction in the end. Kroll could plant her feet to make the save. Pell taking on Zumaya. Able to combine with Sullivan. Now Gooch. Betro makes the tackle, only for Natali to relinquish possession. Looking to play through the middle of the field. Breyer. Able to spear the pass forward. Betro. Tallest player on the field with that header. But you haven't seen her next to Olivia Page. That might be the contest to see who has the height advantage. Kroll. Wide now for Bradshaw. Nikita Fazari with a clever spin. And then the pass. Didn't match the quality. Robertson. Just trying to go over the top. Betro's long legs able to reel the ball back in. Back for Kroll, under pressure from Gooch. Has to play it first time. And thankfully not into the body of the rushing striker, like we'd seen earlier in the game up the other end. Sullivan. Combines well with Abdul Masih. Still Ruby Sullivan. But clever defence from Miriam Zumaya. Unable to get the pass forwards, but Wilson started checked short. Wanderers absorbing a lot of pressure. The Spirit team hunting for the equaliser, and Wanderers so far defending strongly, but how long can they last? Unable to put the same kind of pressure on at the other end. Petro gets it to Zumaya. The early ball over the top. Goes a bit too early, perhaps. Or just too far. Robertson was up on the edge of her box. Spirit looking for the way forward, switching it out to their left side. Page. Cooney Cross gets around Betro. Now for Helmrich. Spirit team being encouraged by their coaching staff to be patient. But Helmrich seems finished with that. Streaming for putting in the cross. Misses everyone in the box, and Keith picks it up on the other side. Inside to Unsad. Wanderers struggling to hold on to the ball when they do win it. Spirit well and truly leading the possession statistics, certainly in these last 5 minutes or so. It's been all Spirit. Abdul Masih delivers towards the back post, and it'll roll out for a goal kick. Fazari competing very strongly. Nikita Fazari and Olivia Page. A physical counter. Page goes a long way forward. The left back looks more like a right winger. She's on the ground. Nina Tali, who made that tackle. Zordan goes over the top. Zumaya is after it. It'll roll into the path of Tiana Robertson. Now Olivia Page only just now back up on her feet. Has a long way to go to get back on side. Bennett. For Fazari, the 1-2. Back to Millie Bennett. Tackle made by Fuller. Force for Zordan. Fazari tries to step over, still going. Nikita Fazari wins the corner. And their last corner is where Wanderers found their goal. Captain's header home from Savannah Murray. They do it again. Every single Spirit player back inside the 18-yard box, ready to defend the set piece. Taken short this time. Fazari. Bit of footwork, but they run into trouble. Very congested on that sideline. Spirit doing their defensive job well. Spirit winning the ball back. Page. It takes a couple of ricochets, but it makes its way to Gooch. Sullivan wants it with space. And that's where it gets to. Ruby Sullivan now. First time cross. Scrapes the head of Abdul Masi, but the captain doesn't have quite enough of a leap to get up and over the ball. Foul committed there. It's Fazari goes to ground. Bradshaw. The switch of play. Keep. Fazari surrounded by two Spirit players. In the end, Zamaya surrounded by two Spirit players, and in the end gives up the ball. And Sullivan looking to just sneak a few meters down the sideline, is sent back by Hogan. Abdul Masi still spinning. Does a couple of revolutions. And now has to play back. Sullivan. It's forced back. Robertson goes longer this time. It's Murray who wins the header. Ahead. It's been in use at both ends of the field this afternoon. Plenty of time for the Wanderers back three. This Spirit defensive shape. Happy to sit and hold. No pressure being applied whatsoever. And a patient Wanderers team. Happy to go side to side at the minute. Now from inside. Sumaya. Betra. Back to Murray. Bradshaw towards Bennett. But in the end it'll miss the mark and roll out for a goal kick. So Spirit had been piling on the pressure during the middle part of this half, but Wanderers have absorbed that, steadied the ship, and are now back competing, back able to hold possession for a bit. Have some better field position too, and with a goal already on the scoreboard, Wanderers would be feeling good. Another throw in to come for the visitors. Bradshaw goes all the way back. Zamaya takes the last touch of the first half. It's the Western Sydney Wanderers up 1-0. With a goal to their captain, Savannah Murray. All to play for in the second 45, so Stay tuned for all the action to come after a short break. Gets around Morris, the cross coming in. It's a high looping cross onto the head of Sano. Can't be cleared, and Sano sneaks it in past Grove at the near post. Crisula, White to Feeney. High looping cross coming in, and in off the hands of Simmons.
Wits. Oh, lovely ball to Nicholas. Nicholas! Oh, that is beautiful, Sydney Olympic.
Inspired. 40-time Matilda and Carmis, who is crowded off it. A shot from distance is right to the line. With Santos arriving in the box, the ball goes there. Good stop. Coleman keeps it out, still not dealt with. Coleman on the volley. The looks of things will keep it in. Did well. Cross into the middle. And unmarked at the back post was Amendolia. And at the second opportunity, will put it into the back of the net. Conceding a fourth, more than they are to score one of their own as it's sent in towards the back post, and they've just got that fourth. Free kick. So again, just a wait one. Not a bad idea at all. They've got a fifth.
Come over to the right. Daniel and Naomi is staying over on the left for Bulls. And they're pressing all the way up to the goalkeeper here. Leet plays it out. Oh, Souza has picked Pryor's pocket. Tamira Souza saved straight into the path of Indy Dos Santos. And Bulls Academy previous years, but not quite this evening. Here's Captain Ellis for the instant reply. And Letter couldn't miss. Goalkeeper drawn out, and Ashley Letter makes it 1-1 in the blink of an eye. Looks like she's going to lay it off for Sarah Hunter. So, indirect free kick. Hunter blasts it off the woodwork, follow up and in. And the sister act is struck because it's Janaea Dos Santos who has volleyed it in for 2-1 to the Bull. And a long ball here from Maya Lobo. Brought down by Tash Pryor, and she prompts it goals and scores. Tash Pryor with a quick equaliser at the start of the second half for Apia. And the physical presence of Pryor.
Dyke just being challenged by Abdul Massey and Sky Halmerick, and they've taken it away from Van Dyke there. Halmerick with the shot, and it's gone in there. And you've gone and done the exact same. Tiana Fuller out on this far side, putting the cross in and chipped the keeper there. But they do need the goal, and they may get it here with Poppy Tay. Poppy Tay putting it in the back of the net, and that is...
Majority are heading for the exits. You'll see them in the background. That's a lovely ball forward, picking out Alyssa Nungsad. Keep it a beat. puts it in and carries on. Wanderers 1-0, 90 seconds gone. Again, on the inside was Nikita Fazari. Now the shot comes in, a good save from Kristinolska is not enough. Talia Yunus into the box, and that's been turned home beautifully by Alyssa Nsard. That's her brace. Just a double back. Swings it into the box. Millie Bennett, 4-0. Nice bearing down on goal, lays it off, and Nsard makes it 5 with a lovely finish. Plays out, she's in trouble here. Alyssa Nsard. Talia Yunus pops it home for the half dozen. Illawarra Stingrays 0, Sydney Olympic 1. Here's a chance for Claire Holder, chips the keeper and puts it away. That's a great start from the Rangers. Millie Bennett inside the area, lays it off, and nicely finished. Second effort, Musa, no. Nsard, third effort, puts it away. Wins it back, Musa. On the left, Musa!
Students come in, goes over the top there. Now, here's a chance and a get one! Brilliantly played by Dale. She looks to play the advantage in the penalty area, blocked there by the students. Here's a chance for Dale, and that will go in and equalise. Locked in. Chance now for Manly. They'll look to strike. Big Kerr. But stolen away by Channing. Trips over, they'll have a strike, and Manly gets one in, and they go in front! And it's Ellie Kerr that scores! Will be chase, here's a chance for Burton. Here's an open space, gets it! Leah Burton!
Every week, hundreds of thousands of people turn up around football grounds around New South Wales. Parents, kids, refs, coaches and volunteers. Cardiac incidents can happen to anyone at any time on the pitch.
Right now, not every club has a defibrillator.
And the ones that do are not always maintained or ready to use. In a critical moment, with a defib, that could save lives. That's why Football New South Wales, St John Ambulance and Toyota have come together for Every Beat Matters to help clubs around New South Wales to access defibrillators, cover maintenance and build a register so we know exactly where every unit is around the state. All you need to do is buy a ticket through Raffletix. $5 can make a difference. Every ticket goes towards funding defibrillators and maintenance for clubs that need it most. A live fundraising board shows exactly how much is being raised. And every ticket you buy puts you in the draw to win a Toyota Corolla. One ticket, real impact. Help your club be ready when it matters. So buy your ticket today.
about to get underway here at Christie Park. First match of round 23 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition. I'm Annabelle Banfield. The opening 45 minutes saw a very exciting end-to-end affair. Both teams with some chances, but it's the Wanderers who were able to convert and head into the second half with a 1-0 lead. Thanks to their captain, Savannah Murray, scoring off a header. Both teams look unchanged for this second half. But not quite sure what's happening on the far side. I think just letting Lara Hogan know of the substitution. Wanderers will make one change. Alyssa Ngsard makes way and into the action. Frida Caraberis, fresh off signing a deal with the Wanderers as a professional. Still in high school, like so many of her Wanderers teammates at the infamous Westfield Sports High School. Has developed so many talented footballers, so many Matildas, and now so many of this Wanderers team in that Westfield Sports High School setup, alongside Spirit's Ruby Sullivan, also attending Westfields. Bennett is looking towards Natali, who stepped up to play as the striker now. Filling the hole of Nsard, and Caraberis will slot into the midfield. Wanderers with 1 foot in a semi-final position. If they can hold on to the win, they would secure their first ever finals finish. Of course, the club only been competing at this NPL level for 2 years, so it would be a fantastic sign for the young academy girls out there to earn a place in the NPL finals. Spirit had a very slow start to the season. Recruited strongly in the window and completely different side has played the second half of the year. As Fazari gets going forward, the pass into Caraberis is broken up. But Spirit are looking for the comeback and looking to secure safety. Would ensure a place in the NPL competition for 2027 if they are to win this afternoon and take away 12 club championship points. Earlier match here this afternoon, the under-23s game was won 4-2 by the Wanderers, who are looking to do the double. As Bradshaw goes inside to Bennett. Bennett from distance, and it drops too early. The Wanderers as well, with 4 rounds to go, they, even if they don't win here, they look very much on track to be playing semi-finals football. It would take a massive capitulation from them and a near flawless finish to the season from the Northern Tigers to change the finals outcome. But if they can finish strongly and perhaps teams ahead of them falter a little bit, they can keep climbing and get themselves into the second v third game rather than taking on the Premiers, who at this stage look like it'll be Bulls FC Academy taking out the regular season. So a lot on the line these final few weeks for the Wanderers. Can they make their path to a grand final a little bit easier? Bennett back inside to Fazari. Turning, striking. Takes a touch off Zumaya and on to Robertson, who despite her rather small stature for a goalkeeper has been in fine form for Spirit. Abdulmasi will use that pace. And wins a corner, Spirit's first of the game. And that was how Wanderers were able to score their goal. So Spirit down 4-1 in the corner count, but are looking to equalise with this set piece. Gooch sets up short for Zari, is quick to come out as a defensive option. Every Wanderer back behind the box. Headed away by Murray. Gooch back to Cooney Cross. Robertson. Looking towards Abdulmasi, who is fouled. Spirit with a free kick just over the halfway line. Going long. Murray gets across. Savannah Murray and Nikita Fazari both joined the Wanderers for their inaugural campaign. I apologise, Fazari joined last year for the inaugural campaign. Murray was at the Northern Tigers, but before that, the two both donned the yellow and black of Northwest Sydney Spirit. So, on a familiar pitch here this afternoon. Abdulmasi gets across, that goes all the way across the face of goal. Not able to be poked home. Cooney Cross to Chinema. Pell. Inside to Gooch. Murray. Sweeping across that back line. And it's the Wanderers who are absorbing a lot of pressure early in this second half. The home side have come out to play as Gooch is dribbling well. Looking for that cutback pass to Helmrich. It's cut off by Keep. But now they've got to defend a corner. Spirit absolutely piling on the pressure. Building some real momentum in this game, but remain behind on the scoreboard. This a very good chance to level things up. It's Abdulmasi takes it short to Gooch. The wraparound back to El Abdulmasi. Low driven shot. It's blocked away by Keep. Another corner. How long can this Wanderers team hold on? It's a good test this afternoon against a very quality Spirit side. After all their signings mid-season, as Gooch fires one to the head of Mia Natali. Spirit from the sideline, we're calling for a handball. Foul's been given right on the edge of the box. Abdul Masi and Natali. Were they feisty? Challenge after the fact. So another set piece, this time a bit closer for the captain. The Wanderers are all back, ready to defend, so even if they do win it, any clearance would just end up with Spirit once again. Real test of a young group. Can they hold on here? Abdul Masi with the chip, headed away by Murray, and then Fazari fires it over the sideline. Murray, such a strong leader, one of the more experienced players out there for the Wanderers. Scored the goal and has now been very strong in a couple of key defensive moments. Breyer, tackled by Zordan. And the Wanderers with the ball for the first time in a while. Bennett gets the final touch there. So they've moved it upfield, but Wanderers unable to hold on to the ball for long. Page gives it straight back to Bennett. Karaberis keeps the ball moving left to Zordan, pokes a pass through, Natali nearly after it. Pell gets to the ball first. Still with the Wanderers, Fazari looking to burst through a gap. Still going, Nikita Fazari, and an important block. Naomi Chinema's deflection slows it right down and makes the shot easy pickings for Robertson. Been awarded a Spirit throw in, both teams arguing their case. Keep heads it into her own player, Zumaya, before it ball goes out. Zordan able to stay on her feet despite Gooch's best efforts to pull her down, and in the end the foul is awarded. And this time Zordan is pushed to the ground by Ella Abdul Masi. Taken quickly. Keep. Zordan. Pass too far ahead of it, stretching. Miriam Zumaya. Feet caught stuck in the mud. The line from Pell. Betro. Pace of this game slowed down quite a lot. Both teams not able to keep the ball in for long. Plenty of throw-ins being traded. Strong challenge on the far side. It's Wanderers who come away with the ball. Fuller. Shinema. Wide for Pell. Gets the ball to Abdul Masi, turns and spins past Zordan. Cross coming in, and the Northwest Sydney Spirit have gone oh so close there. Players were lining up, ready to tap it home and just couldn't stretch to reach the ball. The slightest touch would have had them celebrating right now, but the ball skips past Helmrich, Breyer and Gooch, who were all lining up inside the 6-yard box. Wanderers holding on to their lead by the smallest of margins. As Kroll sends the goal kick long. Murray with the header. Natali has the ball scraped past. Abdul Masi. The pass away to Pell. Cross coming in and Kroll deals with the ball. Early release out to Bennett now. Caraberis. Zumaya. Wanderers are arriving in numbers. But Zumaya looks to go herself, and Pell comes away with the ball. Offside flag is raised against Sky Helmrich. Go down their left to the Wanderers. Strong challenge has sent Zumaya to ground. Zordon comes in, scoops up the ball and is then flattened for her efforts. First card will be doled out here to the Northwest Sydney Spirit captain, Ella Abdul Masi. First time these two sides faced off, it was very one-sided result. Wanderers won that one 5-0, of course, against a completely different looking Spirit side. It's Caraberis puts the ball into the area. Hemp ball shouts coming from the Wanderers supporters, leaving Tiana Fuller used her arms. Caraberis to Zordan. Cross comes in from Zumaya. Natali gets a touch, and the Wanderers are up 2-0. Completely against the run of play. They survive a Spirit onslaught at the other end. Holding on. And now take a 2-0 lead in this game. Doubling their advantage there was Mia Natali. You can sense the frustration from the home side. They know they should have already found a way to capitalise on all the possession they've had, all the opportunities they've been able to create that just haven't been steered home. And Now they have a bigger hill to climb. The Wanderers up 2-0. Spirit side not yet safe for NPL football in 2027. This game continues as it is. They will be looking for Hills to get a win over the Western City Rangers tomorrow to be safe heading into the final 3 games of the season. Breyer puts the ball over the top. Fuller is after it. Tiana Fuller will get there, but is not able to beat Bennett. Meanwhile, this Wanderers side, if they can hold on to the win, will confirm their place in the 2026 final series. They'll actually go ahead of Apia before they play tomorrow, so it'll be challenging for a place in the 2nd v 3rd semi-final. Breyer crosses in. Murray is well positioned. Pressure of Helmrich forces her into a rash clearance though. And a corner is coming. The first corner from this left side. Ella Abdulmasi still heading out to take it with Gooch as the short option. Both seasoned A-League players. Abdulmasi's delivery is met well by Helmrich. She heads the ball down, but down into a traffic. And then Ruby Betro is brought to ground, taken very quickly by Millie Bennett. Sees Fazari with some space. Tackles made by Olivia Page. Back for Bradshaw. Very composed at the back now, Wanderers. Ball at their feet. Sullivan runs Natali off the ball. Gives Robertson easy chance. Keep. Zordan is flattened once again. She spent a lot of time on the ground in this second half. Bennett's shot is met with a heavy Tiana Fuller deflection. Fuller playing higher up the field. Had always been an attacking wing back, but looks more like a winger now that they've gone down 2. The Spirit team knows they need to push forward to find 2 goals. Bradshaw under pressure and plays a poor pass. As Gooch and her get tangled up. Play continues and Murray able to stop any Spirit progress. Abdulmasi taking on Keep. It's Savannah Murray who steps in. The 2 were former teammates with Spirit, good friends too. But on the other sides of this contest this afternoon. The game will resume with a Northwest Sydney free kick, but Anita Zordan has requested some medical attention. She's been on the ground quite a bit. Spirit seemingly unable to tackle her on a few occasions and instead using fouls to stop the young midfielder. to the side now. Here's Zordan, but interesting to see if they choose to substitute her or if she can continue. Looks like the change will be made. Play will resume. So with a Spirit drop ball. But substitution to come first. Zoe Panagopoulos. Has joined the action. Another mid-season transfer in the Wanderers ranks. Started the year with Sydney Olympic. Comes to the Wanderers looking for the more professional academy setup. Made her debut in the NPL. Just 14 years of age with RPL Leichhardt, still so young. Bennett gets the touch to the substitute, Panagopoulos. Betro, Karaberis has some time, switches the ball out to Zumaya. Fazari. Little dink over the top, Natali turns to chase. Chinema beats her to the ball. Nikita Fazari loses possession for the Wanderers. Now Spirit in transition against a disorganised Wanderers defence. Keep finds herself out on the right side. Defending Sky Helmrich. Delivers across. Out to Abdul Masi. Trying to bring it back in once again, and they'll have to settle for a corner. More than 70 minutes gone in this game. It's the Western Sydney Wanderers up 2-0. Chance for them to cement their place in the final series. Spirit desperate to take the corner as the clock continues ticking down. Only they had a ball. Eventually, Abdul Masi has a ball and is able to deliver into the arms of Annabelle Kroll. Confident goalkeeping from the junior Matilda. One of several Wanderers players who were at the Under-17 Women's Asian Cup, qualifying for the Under-17 World Cup to be held later this year, alongside Spirit's Harper Pell. All over the top. Gooch is after it. Numbers arriving in the box for both teams. Cross comes in and once again Kroll Some excellent goalkeeping. Panagopoulos is spinning, finds the pass to Betro. Now Bradshaw carries it forward. Confident touch. Charlotte Bradshaw. And a clever pass now to Bennett. Cross towards Maya, headed away by Pell. Fazari is after the ball. Looked to go out, and in the end it did. Fazari arguing that the last touch was Pell's head, but from my vantage point, it did look like Fazari had the final touch, dribbling it out herself. Sun's starting to set here at Christie Park. The cool temperatures that this venue is known for, settling in. Known often around the league as the Arctic Circle. Murray, not fussing around with the bouncing ball. Sends it upfield. Panagopoulos. Lays off the pass to Fazari. Now Zamaya. Throw in coming. Spirit yet to turn to their bench in this game. Just 15 minutes to play before we hit injury time. And it's still the starting 11. Being trusted to take on this comeback. As Bennett hits across in, met very well by Nikita Fazari. The header goes across the face of goal. But that would have been the dagger blow there. Absolutely. Would have decided this game, and here's another chance for Fazari. Maya shows her strength, but deemed to be doing so illegally against Naomi Chinema. Really, it has been an even contest, but the Wanderers have been clinical at crucial moments. Spirit have let opportunities pass them by. 15 minutes to play. They need a goal to come quickly. Murray, such a presence in the Wanderers' backline. As Halmerick is, you can sense she's getting frustrated, giving away a cheap foul. Back on the ball, Sky Halmerick with a chip over the top. Kroll saw it coming from a mile away. Side. Pass goes to Shani Cooney Cross. Now Gooch. Lara Gooch. And it's cleared away by Bennett. Tight angle for a shot. In the end, the cross dribbled in very close to the goal. But Bennett was well positioned. Early cross. Halmerick throwing everything at the ball, but unable to get a touch. Kroll taking her time for this goal kick. The starting role after first choice keeper Amy Hall suffered an injury last week. The only blemish on a 9-0 thumping the Western City Rangers. But really, even though this one is closer, you'd imagine much more meaningful, much more special, this Wanderers side, if they can hold on and beat a quality Spirit team. Tiana Upton going long. Helmerick tries to flick on the header. Pass inside to Panagopoulos. She's muscled off the ball by Helmerick. Going long, but those straight passes aren't working for Spirit. Kroll has been able to clear everyone. Look better when they're using their width for Northwest Sydney Spirit. Breyer. Back to Pell. Now Sullivan unable to escape the Wanderers' pressure. Zamaya sizing up Pell. Able to cut inside. Still going Miriam Zamaya. Tries to beat a second and then a third player and comes unstuck. It's the final 10 minutes here at Christie Park, where the temperature has dropped off quickly. Gooch looking for support. Able to turn and go herself. Betro with the initial touch. The midfielder retreats well to cover the hole left in defence. Such a good find for the Wanderers this season. Really controls the game from that middle of the field. I think big things are to come for Betro. Meanwhile, Bennett plays in the cross for Zari. An acrobatic effort to bring the ball down, but then can't get after it. Bradshaw loses the ball. Spirit need 2 goals just to draw level. Fuller with a cross from deep area. Flick on header from Fazari is met by Zamaya. Going back to Keep now. Pass inside to Betra, has plenty of room. It's playing excellent ball over the top. Will be met by Millie Bennett. Early cross, too far ahead of Natali. Excellent ball over the top from Ruby Betro. Acres of time and space to work with. Murray and Helmerick have been competing strongly for those headers all afternoon. Abdul Massi comes away with the ball, and Ella Abdul Massi forces an excellent save out of Kroll. The second effort, and she gets there to her near post. Great goalkeeping. To make that diving save, and then to pop up so quickly to cover her near post. Signs of a quality goalkeeper. Meanwhile, Annabella Keep has gone down. This is the first matchup of round 23. The rest of the games to come tomorrow afternoon. The action all starts with Bulls FC Academy, current ladder leaders, hosting Sydney University. Then your match of the round, 3 o'clock out at Linwood Stadium. Macarthur Rams host UNSW FC, the Sapphire Cup champions. Looking to book their place in their first ever, well, their second final series, but still hunting their first ever premiership in the NPL women's space. You've got RPL Leichhardt hosting Gladesville Ravens, Manly United versus the Illawarra Stingrays. Bit of a battle of the beaches there. Then Hills United looking to secure safety. Just their first season in the NPL. If they can get wins against the Western City Rangers, it will ensure they are safe for 2027. And then the final game of the round, 5:40 p.m. Sydney Olympic out at Bankstown hosting the Northern Tigers. But now, if they can hold on to this win, which the Wanderers look very likely to do, the top 4 spots for 2026 are not quite locked in, but they are too far away for the rest of the competition to catch. It's Bulls FC Academy currently leading UNSW, RPL Leichhardt and the Western Sydney Wanderers, who will contest the semi-finals. Still a chance that they mix things up a little. Those positions aren't quite locked in, but those will be your semi-finalists in one way, shape or form. Meanwhile, the Wanderers forced to turn to their bench. They've substituted Annabella Keep from the game, and into the action is Tessa Young. Such a... Of course it is in the name, but she truly is such a young player. Represented New South Wales earlier this year at the Under-16 National Championships. Breyer forced back. And the pass inside is won by the Wanderers. Mia Natali scored the second goal of the match. Some sort of issue with Natali now, but not for Bradshaw, who's steaming upfield. Pass comes to Fazari. Cuts around Page. Shot is blocked by Chinema. And Young is happy to see it out for a corner. Mia Natali remains down in backfield. I think there's something wrong on her face somewhere. Not sure if she's clutching at her nose or wiping away her eyes, but something is bothering the young forward. Perhaps some sort of nosebleed or some issue, but she's back up on her feet now as the corner comes in. 2 straight into the arms of Robertson. Was Hanagopoulos' delivery. As Shawnee Cooney Cross lands on that ball a bit funny. Like some sort of slippery banana peel, sent her onto her backside. Clock continues ticking down. Wanderers with a bit of game management now. Up 2-0 against the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Goals for Savannah Murray and Mia Natali, either side of the game. Natali picking up a yellow card for speaking her mind to referee Lara Hogan there. No real urgency from this Spirit side. keeps ticking down, but that's because Wanderers are making another substitution. Mia Natali will make way. Had been bothered a little bit in the last couple of minutes, and she is replaced by Mary Dalbroy. Cooney Cross initially dribbles out of trouble, but then hits the brick wall of Ruby Betro. Nikita Fazari fires it into the side netting. Truly put this game to bed and probably be a bit harsh on Spirit. They've been competitive throughout the match. Wouldn't deserve to go down 3-0, but haven't had that clinical edge in front of goal. Breyer. Cleared away by Bradshaw. Mounting an attack down their right side now. Pell off her head. Abdul Massi escapes the pressure. Still going. But Bradshaw able to make the tackle. Now Abdul Massi quickly wants to take this corner. Into injury time now. And there has been a couple of moments throughout this game. Headed up and away by Betro. Falls for Halmerick, who perhaps oversold the fall. No fourth official in the NPL women's competitions means that the stoppage time is a guessing game. But there will be a couple of minutes added on. Robertson going long. Off the head of Bennett. Petro gets the ball out quickly to Tessa Young. Was looking for a forward run and didn't have any Wanderers teammates making it. Chinema inside to Fuller. Breyer. Pass there. Tired legs for both teams. Frida Caraberas gets the shot on target, but will need to do more to trouble Robertson. Page. Now for Cooney Cross. Cannot be long left in this game. Final chances here for Spirit with Abdul Massi, who's stopped in her tracks by Savannah Murray. He's been excellent this afternoon. Probably the player of the match, scored the opening goal and then has been a force in the back line. An absolute war. Meanwhile, Cooney Cross is down in back play. Stretching out a calf cramp by the looks of things. To go, as announced by the referee Lara Hogan. Lara Gooch goes down, play continues, it's with Tiana Fuller, got on the score sheet last week, didn't do so there. Goal kick. Can sense now that this game is one for the Wanderers. Kroll will take all the time in the world to take this goal kick. As As Lara Hogan checks her watch. Should soon confirm Wanderers' place in the final series. Strong win from a young side who at moments in this game were doing a lot of defending. There the final whistle goes. The Western Sydney Wanderers have booked their place in the 2026 finals series with a 2-0 win over the Northwest Sydney Spirit. Goals for their captain Savannah Murray in the first half, and then Mia Natali scored the second early on in the second half. A strong performance, a gutsy win from, as I said, a side who did a lot of defending at certain moments, and Spirit just weren't clinical enough, couldn't find the back of the net here this afternoon. Fantastic way to open up round 23 of the NPL New South Wales Women's Competition. The rest of the games to come tomorrow afternoon, so stay tuned across the social media channels, and all the games will be live streamed on the Football New South Wales YouTube. I'm Annabelle Banfield, and hope you'll have a good rest of your evening.